Greetings, YouTube. Happy Friday. It's always a mystery what Kabam is going to actually give as a deal after a huge holiday like Christmas. And even though Christmas was not necessarily the scale that July 4th or Cyber Weekend was, it still was an anticipated holiday that for many summoners offer-wise was a huge disappointment, but it still was a unit-based holiday nonetheless. So for the first time since then, which was, just a couple days ago, we have these new offers, Ascendant bundles to be exact. And these bundles are for those of you who have become uncollected or higher, which is a fancy way of saying uncollected or cavalier. So we will look at them and talk about the gambles that are these bundles. And when we go to the right, it looks like they are not for cash, looks like they are for units. And let's make sure, since this one hasn't popped up yet on my account, that it hasn't missed me, and it looks as though it hasn't. So I don't know where it's going to be, but the good news is that we at least have the specifics in the in-game mailbox. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the thumbnail, but at least we can talk about it. All right, so 1,500 units, limit 5. 1 Supreme Ascendant bundle, 9,000 Tier 5 basic Catalyst fragments, 3 Tier 1 alphas, and 50,000 gold. So 1,500 units is essentially $50. So take the Supreme Ascendant crystal out of it for a moment, and let's grade the thing on what the guaranteed items are: 3 Tier 1 alphas and 50,000 gold. The gold is pathetic. That should be 500,000 gold, YouTube. But the 3 Tier 1s are sort of okay. It would be nice to have 5 to at least have that be the amount of Tier 1s you need to take a 5-star upper rank. And the 9,000 Tier 5 basic, basically that's trying to get people excited because if you buy all 5 of them, you'll have enough for a fully formed Tier 5 basic catalyst guaranteed. Now, given if you do 1,500 units times 5, you are looking at, gosh, that is, let's just do the exact math so we don't have to test our brain on this Friday. 1,500 times 5 is a whopping 7,500 units. 7,500 units is, well, $250 worth of units. And that would put a price tag at a guaranteed Tier 5 basic $100 higher than what we saw for the cash deal. But maybe Kabam is thinking that those summoners like me, who purchased a bunch of units on Christmas and have not used all of them for greater gifting crystals, might be tempted for this. And that may be a possibility depending on what the Supreme Ascendant Crystal has in store. I can see from the banner, let me just tell you this right now, I don't need Tier 4 class catalysts. So those are not encouraged. If they have had a guaranteed Tier 5 basic or Tier 2 alpha and we're basically like a Alliance War Seasons crystal, that'd be awesome. Okay, the Supreme Ascendant Crystal has a chance of awarding Tier 5 class catalyst fragments, 2,250 fragments of a specific class. So this is Tier 5 class. So at least there's not Tier 4 class. Or a Tier 5 basic catalyst fragments, 9,000 fragments minimum, or Tier 2 alpha catalyst fragments, 36,000 fragments minimum. So proven, you get epic Ascendant bundles, which these things are the ones that I was worried that were going to be for the Cavalier and the Uncollected because they have Tier 4 basics and Tier 4 class catalyst fragment crystals. And those, for 850 units, I would say are probably a straight C grade. It's just an average crystal and an average deal because you only get a Tier 4 basic with it. You don't get any Tier 2 alpha. And Tier 4 class catalyst fragment crystals are trash. So actually, given that it's all a gamble for that, for 850 units, I'm going to give that a D, not a C. I was being way too generous. But the Supreme Ascendant bundle is interesting because it is limited to either Tier 5 class catalyst fragments, which are awesome, Tier 5 basic catalyst fragments, or Tier 2 alpha, and the Tier 2 alpha is a minimum of a fully formed Tier 2 alpha. Now, I will say this, if you get the fully formed Tier 2 alpha, it's the worst grade of the deals because $50 worth of units for 1 Tier 2 alpha and 9,000 Tier 5 basic is beyond average at this point. It's below average. So if you get the Tier 2 Alpha from that, I'm going to generously give that a D plus grade. If you get the Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragments, which a bunch of whales are thirsty for, given how close you are to taking your first 6-star to rank 3, I'm guessing that that would probably be a B grade, given the price tag of those. And the Tier 5 Basic Catalyst Fragments, 9,000 minimum. So let's say you got 18,000 Tier 5 Basic Catalyst Fragments for $50. That is 3,000 Tier 5 Basic Catalyst Fragments better than the best deal we have seen so far in cash. And so I think I'm going to go ahead and grade that for you at a B, because it would be higher, though I'm not giving it an A because normally that price tag also comes with Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst Fragments, which it appears that you can't get 2 items in one crystal. You can only get either Tier 5 Basic Catalyst Fragments or Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragments or Tier 2 Alphas. Now, I gotta be honest, YouTube, I am still strongly considering taking not just Venom to rank 565, but also my 5-star Corvus to double up on the Corvuses, particularly since I still haven't done variant number 4. So when I look at my inventory, I'm thinking about I'm going to be using a lot of Tier 5 Basic Catalysts, and I'm going to be using a lot of Tier 2 Alpha, and I still have the units from Christmas, so all of these purchases would be free for my account. Keep an eye out for my account today, because I think I might get all 5. I've never done that before, and it might be really stupid, particularly because I'm still looking to slowly but surely get these Tier 5 Cosmic Catalysts for Corvus, and Lord knows I probably won't get any, and if I do, they won't be Cosmic. But, the temptation to max out Tier 2 Alpha and to even just have a guarantee to start out by having 8 Tier 5 Basic without getting any further from the crystal, that's worth it to me. Because greater gifting crystals are a huge risk, and I haven't spent more units on them because lately my greater gifting crystal luck has been absolute trash, mostly 4-star shards, signature stones, and Tier 4 class catalyst crystals, and I don't need any of those. And they're 300 units a pop, so I could easily spend 1,500 units, which is the price tag of one of these things, and get nothing but 4-star shards, signature stones, and Tier 4 class catalyst crystals, and that's not going to help Venom or Corvus at all. And so I'd rather pay a little bit more since I have the units, and it's free right now to get those items, and also get another video out of it for hopefully my subscribers to enjoy and see what's in those. And 5 is a good amount to purchase. So keep an eye out, assuming it actually pops up in my in-game inbox. I think I'm going to go for all 5 and see what happens for Corvus and Venom. Are you going to go for these? Comment below, let me know. And as always, thanks for watching and supporting the Marvel Contest of Champions YouTube channel, or today, given that it is a gamble, the Marvel Casino of Champions YouTube channel.